Hello, hello. Welcome to another Fox 411. And my good friend Edie Blanchard is here to join us from McNider Art Museum. How you doing, Edie? It's been a while.
I'm doing great.
I think
Doing
it's been,
great.
I want to say the art festival in June was the last time we talked,
I
maybe.
know it's been a busy summer. It has been busy, so I haven't talked to you much.
That's good. And now here we are in fall already. And we've
Mhm.
enjoyed some Indian summer. Let's hope the weather's going to be great for the Artoberfest that is coming
Mhm.
up October 18th, right?
It's actually the 17th, so it's the 17th.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I'll have to put
Friday because we
uh,
have it now on Fridays. We found that that was a good fit for us
right.
because so many people go out of town, and I can appreciate that. So we've started several years ago having it on, a night that people are still in town before they leave.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be on Friday, October 17th,
Okay.
and tickets are $50 each. And with that, you'll get food, you'll get two drink tickets, which you can try a whole bunch of different gourmet beers, and they'll have like some of the premix drinks, and then they'll have a wonderful selection of wines. If you like wines, this is an opportunity for you to try some unique wines. And then we are going to have our live auction. We'll have a silent auction. So lots of different things for people to do. And then also we have Junie and Betty, who is Junie West and Elizabeth Kirby. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to be our music for the night. So I know a lot of people come to just enjoy their
Okay.
music.
And what time does it start? 5 o'clock or
So it starts at six. It
oh,
starts at
six?
six. So
Okay.
then people, you get a chance to go home a little bit and freshen up a little bit before you come on out. And you know, the auction will start like let's say six, and then run to about 8 o'clock, and then we'll have the live auction after that. So the silent
Yeah.
auction goes for the first 2 hours, but people get a chance to grab something to eat, to grab a
Mhm.
drink, to mingle, kind of go through it all. Our
One of
auction is big. I mean, it has over 100 items, so it takes you a bit of time to get through
well,
it.
of course it does. Yeah. So come on out and plan on helping out the festivities here. I have to ask you, do you have squash soup? That's one of my favorites.
No, we don't have squash soup.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Greatest thing ever. I love squash soup.
Yeah, no, we don't have that. We
Okay,
don't
okay.
have that. But the fundraiser, I do encourage people to come out because what a
Yep.
lot of people don't realize is, and I think we have more public awareness since,
Mm,
there was a lot in the news about the library, and their funding issues. But, not all the city departments are funded 100%. And
mhm.
we're one of those. So every year we have to raise about $250,000 or more to meet our end of the obligation with the city because it takes a lot to
Right.
run this building. I mean, our electric bill alone is like a couple $1,000s a month. I mean, I think people don't have a comprehension of some of that. So
Mhm.
it takes a lot to have an asset like this in our community. And the city funds us, probably about 60% or so. It just depends on the year, and they fund a lot of it, and fund the building projects, and they're such a great parent organization. But in order to bring those extra exhibitions here, to have the classes, all the classes are subsidized, because the teachers are paid for by the city,
Mhm.
and for our fundraising. So all of that happens when people donate to the museum, when they come to our fundraisers, when they buy things in the gift shop, when we get grants, those
Sure.
types of things.
Maybe can you talk about some of the things that are up for auction? Some of the
Yeah,
big ones.
so we have some, first of all, we have a lot of great parties, too many to list individually, but we do have things like we have some ethnic dinners, we have some like man cave type evenings where you can have a private party at someone's house.
Mhm.
We have wonderful examples of artwork from all over southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. A lot of artists that people are familiar with, as well as guest artists. Um, we have a wide variety of community support. So we have supporters from, everybody from Domino's Pizza and Godfathers, and things like that, all the way
Sure.
to, large baskets and gift certificates that are donated by some of the locally, owned businesses here in our community. So there's a wide variety. And closer to the event, we'll start like posting pictures and things like that of a few of them. If you like things like art that's ceramics or jewelry, things like that, a lot of that on our auction, just wonderful things. But also, there'll be a basket of home canned goods and a basket of, like, easy crock pot meals type of basket, things like that that are great to just buy and give as a gift, for a wedding gift or birthday gifts or things like that. Wonderful things like that.
How do we get tickets for this?
So there's a couple different ways. If you would like, you can buy tickets online, and then they're available at the door via will call. And so we just do it through our own system. You don't have to pay any Ticketmaster fees. And then you can also go to Hy-Vee East, you can go to Hy-Vee West, and then also Mormon Clothiers if you're in the downtown area. They are also a distributor of our tickets. And then finally, if you happen to be at the museum, we sell them at the museum here as well.
Sure. And do that soon. It's coming up here, October 17th.
It
Starts
is.
at 6 o'clock. It's Artoberfest. McNiderArt.org will tell you more about it. I know you're getting ready for some great programs here for fall and winter. Let's get into some of that.
So I'd like to talk a little bit about, just some of the examples that we have for classes for kids. We have ones that are like, for example, for Christmas, sewing ornaments. That's where they make little ornaments for their trees. There's one called Dragons Galore, and that is all about like the world of dragons and the mystery and the mystique. I think How to Train Your Dragon. So it's all arts and crafts related to that for kids. Spooky oil pastels. So taking a technique like oil pastels, which are really easy to use, and for the kids to go through and make a spooky scene with that. Santa's Little Helpers. This is a great fun day for the kids. They come, they make a little craft, they also wrap it. And so then they give those to their parents, grandparents, and such as a gift.
Sure.
For kids, sometimes, they'll have their parent take them to the store and say, all right, pick out something for your dad and we'll wrap it. Well, this allows them to make the gifts. Here at the museum, the parents won't know what it is because they're wrapped up, and then they get to give them. So it teaches, being charitable and gift giving, as well as art and the thoughtfulness of that whole process. So it's a very popular.
And I can say as a grandparent, it would be cool if my granddaughters would make me something for Christmas or something like that.
Yeah,
I would appreciate that so much more than anything else.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And we still have quite a few adult classes. We have watercolor holiday cards. So I know a lot of people are really interested in watercolors right now. We have 2 sessions of this. Go on our website to find the dates. But you'll leave with watercolors that are on holiday cards that you can mail to your friends and family members, or just keep for your own enjoyment. Sure. We also have, just a lot of like play classes, things like that are coming up. And then very soon we're going to also have our class brochure coming out for the next semester. So that'd be January through May. Okay. And so if it doesn't work to come to something this fall because you're busy, definitely think about coming later.
Yeah, I think that I was going to ask you, are a lot of these classes at night during the week, or are they on Saturdays or what?
So good question. We try to have them on our open nights, which are Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. We're open till 8 p.m. So between 5 and 8. Okay. And then also Saturdays we're open to the public. And so we have a lot of classes on Saturdays as well. So we try to work within that. There are a limited amount of daytime classes, but we don't do as many of those because people work, right. Their kids are in school, things like that.
Mm-hmm. I could see some of the adults signing up for things that I bet you you guys have done it for so long there at McNider Art that they were kids going to some classes, and now they're adults going to some classes,
We have some things from festival from about 40 years ago.
Wow.
And it was interesting because there was some project where they did a group project, maybe made a quilt or something. And we had it and we brought it out and we saw on there one of the blocks was made by the person who is now our board president.
Wow. As a kid.
As a kid. Yeah, little Scott Borcherding was a art activist even at that time. So
did she remember that?
did he remember that? I think he remembered
yeah.
always attending that sort of thing. So
yeah. Well, of course, if you're involved with so much stuff, everything kind of goes by. It's like, yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, I remember very clearly coming to a cartoon class that was put on by Dick Leet. I lived in a small community south of here, and my parents wanted more art opportunities for me. And so I remember, and that's part of why I get involved in museums, is I remember coming to the classes here. Because in a small rural school, I had art only once every 7 days. So that wasn't very often. And that's true for kids in school now. We don't get art very often. So I like to think we supplement, especially for those kids that's what they like. You know, a lot of times there's baseball clubs or you know, traveling basketball, but
sports
this
oriented,
is for those other kids.
Right, exactly. So to get signed up for these classes, can you do that online or do you want to come down or what?
Yeah, so you can do it online. You just go to our website, which is www.mcniderart.org. And the nice thing about that is, as a parent, you can do it at any point. So, you know, if you're like me and you sign your kids up for things at 11 o'clock at night, that's when you can do it if that works best for you. And then you just enter in your information, your card number, and it registers you for class.
Awesome. Well, let's take a quick second. And for those of you that are planners out there thinking ahead, next thing we'll be talking about will be your holiday open house type stuff.
That's true. We do have one event before that I just want to mention.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Talk about
a free puppet show. A free puppet show that is on the 6th of November. So if your kids go to a school and you would like them to come, we do school bus subsidies. So we'll give them money to bring their bus here. And then it's free. They just have to get their kids here. And then if you want to come with the kids themselves, we have a performance at 6 p.m. that night for the general public. Even adults can come. So I'd just like to mention that because we do have one more big event before our holiday open house.
And that's November what?
So that would be November 6th.
November 6th. Okay.
And the holiday open house, as you mentioned, that is the 13th of December. And so that we're going to have Santa and cookies and all sorts of wonderful crafts. I will come on here again and I'll show you all the little examples. We're in testing right now. We're in beta testing where we're making the examples and making sure that there are no Pinterest fails or anything like that when we make them. So it'll be a good experience for the kids.
I think it'll be fun next time we talk when it comes holiday time. I have Sam Crosser playing in the background while we're.
Oh, Sam Crosser playing background. Maybe I'll have to do that. He does come ahead of time to tune our piano. So
yeah, I have known him for so many years, and because he's from Osage, and I'm from there too. But we've done a lot of weddings together too and stuff throughout the years, and he's just great. I love how he plays, and he's a virtuoso in his field, that's for sure. But
he is very, very wonderful, and every year when we have that, he is such a draw that people come and they bring songbooks so they can sing along.
How cool is it?
I have lost control of this party. You know what I mean? And so they do their own thing, which is fine. It's very, very fun.
I always told him he's got to grow a beard, so he gets that thing.
Yeah.
Well, Edie, thank you so much. I know everything kind of just clicks along throughout the year, and now it's this is the busiest time of the last quarter of the year is always.
It is always very busy.
That's right. Yeah. But I encourage people to go over and see things and at the McNider Art Museum, not just the shows that they plan on, and get there during the week so you kind of get up to date on everything. Go online, mcniderart.org. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And get your tickets now for the Artoberfest on that Friday night at 6, October 17th. So, Edie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You bet. You have a great one.
Yeah, you too.